Avoid saying the same thing as me in Geometry Dash, but it gets progressively harder. Level 1. Name a random insane demon. If you said Acropolis, you're out. Level 2. Choose one of the main levels. If you chose Jumper, you're out. Level 3. Name a demon that is rated mythic. If you said Orbit, you're out. Level 4. Avoid saying the same.
If you're homeless.
Avoid saying the same thing. Answer these questions to see how much you know about Geometry Dash, but the questions get harder and harder. Question 1. Which extreme demon has the most likes? If you said Bloodbath, you're right. Question 2. Which popular player uses these icons? If you said EVW, you're right. Question 3. In what year was Update 2.1 released? If you said 2017, you're right. Question 4. Who made the level Cataclysm? If you said GG Boy, you're right. And finally, question 5. What is the name of the... Guess which players verified these levels, but each level gets harder and harder. Level 1. Which player verified Bloodbath? If you said Riot, you're right. Level 2. Which player verified Tidal Wave? If you said Zoink, you're right. Level 3. Which player verified Phobos? If you said Kermal, you're right. Level 4. Avoid saying the same thing as...
I didn't have...
Guess these levels from the screenshots, but each level gets harder and harder. Level 1. Which level is this screenshot from? If you said Retray, you're right. Level 2. Which level is this screenshot from? If you said Time Machine, you're right. Level 3. Which level is this screenshot from? If you said Bloodlust, you're right. Level 4. Which level is this screenshot from? If you said Thinking Space 2, you're right. And finally, level 5. Which level is this screenshot from? If you said Amethyst, you're right. Comment your answers down below and subscribe to the channel. Guess these levels from the screenshots, but each level gets harder and harder. Level 1. Which level is this screenshot from? If you said Stereo Madness, you're right. Level 2. Which level is this screenshot from? If you said Bloodbath, you're right. Level 3. Which level is this screenshot from? If you said Poltergeist, you're right. Level 4. Which level is this screen?
This is a letter.
Guess which player I'm talking about, but the faster you guess it, the more points you get. For 5 points, this player is currently 22 years old. For 4 points, this player is also an in-game moderator. For 3 points, this player is one of the biggest content creators in the game. For 2 points, this player is also known for buffing the main levels. And finally, for 1 point, this player keeps failing at 92%. Guess which player I'm talking about, but the faster you guess it, the more points you get. For 5 points, this player is currently 22 years old. For 4 points, this player is also an in-game moderator. For 3 points, this player is one of the biggest content creators in the game. Answer these questions to see how much you know about Geometry Dash, but the questions get harder and harder. Question 1. What is the name of the first demon main level? If you said Clubstep, you're right. Question 2. Which popular player uses these icons? If you said Doggy, you're right. Question 3. In what year was Geometry Dash first released? If you said 2013, you're right. Question 4. Who verified the levels to Coop in Hell? If you said Trusta, you're guess which player I'm talking about, but the faster you guess it, the more points you get. For 5 points, this player is from the United States of America. For 4 points, this player has verified a lot of extreme demons. For 3 points, this player has never spent over 100,000 attempts to beat a level. For 2 points, this player has beaten Tidal Wave. And finally, for 1 point, this player uses blue and white icons. If you still didn't guess it, the player I am talking about is Zoink. Comment how many points you got. Avoid saying the same thing as me in Geometry Dash, but it gets progressively harder. Level 1, name a random hard demon. If you said Crazy, you're out. Level 2, name a popular Geometry Dash content creator. If you said Doggy, you're out. Level 3.
You look just like my girlfriend right when I saw your profile.
Guess which level I am talking about in Geometry Dash, but the faster you guess it, the more points you get. For 5 points, this level is a part of one of the most iconic level series of all time. For 4 points, this level currently has over 12 million downloads and almost 500,000 likes. For 3 points, this level was fully built, decorated and verified by the same player. For 2 points, this level is primarily green and was inspired by the game The Legend of Zelda. And finally, for 1 point, this level was made by the legendary player Michigan. If you still didn't guess it, the level I am talking about is Forest Temple. Comment how many points you got. Avoid saying the same thing as me in Geometry Dash, but it gets progressively harder. Level 1, name a random medium demon. If you said Lonely Travel, you're out. Level 2, choose one of the map packs. If you chose Demon Pack 4, you're out. Level 3, name a level that is rated Mythic. If you said Rage Quit, you're out. Level 4, name one of the game modes. If you said The Spider, you're out. Level 5, pick one of the demon main levels. If you chose Club Step, you're out. Comment. Avoid saying the same thing as me in Geometry Dash, but it gets progressively harder. Level 1, name a random easy demon. Avoid saying the same thing. If you said Speed Racer, you're out. Level 2, choose one of the gauntlets. If you chose the Fire Gauntlet, you're out. Level 3, name one of the Rock Top main levels. If you said Jumper, you're out. Level 4, name a level that used to be top 1. If you said Slaughterhouse, you're out. Level 5, pick one of the 5 demon difficulties. If you picked Easy Demon, you're out. Comment your answers down below and subscribe to the channel. Avoid 17th. In the last couple of years, after being at the top of the Creator Points leaderboard for around 12 years, the legendary player Vibrant is slowly falling further and further down the leaderboard. Vibrant is one of the most influential players in Geometry Dash history, not only because of his close relations to RobTop, but also because of his creating career. Vibrant has been making levels ever since early 2014, and is one of the only players to have every single one of their levels get rated, which has resulted in him currently having 286 Creator Points. However, Vibrant has only released 3 levels in the past 7 years, and with him now also having retired from the game on April 7th, Vibrant is slowly falling down the leaderboard. The first creator to overtake Viroprin was Yonhazu, who ended Viroprin's 7-year reign at the number 1 spot on December 1st, 2022, after which the current number 1 creator Split72 was the next to overtake him, then Robot Chief on November 8th, 2025, Switzerland on March 28th, 2026, and most recently the creator Alexis in early April, which means that Viroprin is now out of the top 5 after 12 years, and will most likely also be overtaken by the creator D-Kitty very soon. After being at the top of the creator points leaderboard for around 12 years, the legendary player Viroprin is slowly falling further and further down the leaderboard. Viroprin is one of the most influential players in Geometry Dash history, not only because of his close relations to RobTop, but also because of his creating career. Viroprin has been making levels ever since early 2014, and is one of the only players to have every single one of their levels get rated, which has resulted in him currently having 286 creator points. However, Viroprin has only released 3 levels in the past 7 years, and with him now also having retired from the game on April 7th, Viroprin is slowly falling down the leaderboard. The first creator to overtake Viroprin was Yonhazu, who ended Viroprin's 7-year reign at the number 1 spot on December 1st, 2022, after which the current number 1 creator Split72 was the next to overtake him, then Robot Chief on November 8th. This player just verified a brand new platformer level that is estimated to be the new hardest platformer level in the entire game. It has only been a little over a month since we last saw a potential top. This player just verified a brand new platformer level that is estimated to be
also color pictures.
Zoink might actually be a robot, as he literally just speedran a projected top 10 difficulty level in only 4 streams. On his road to beating the entire main list for a second time, Zoink recently started playing the level Penumbral, which is a relatively newer level that only just got verified by the player Worthy on March 5th, and is set to be placed on the demon list on April 29th, with many people estimating it to be around top 10 difficulty. Zoink first started playing Penumbral on April 22nd, and already during this first stream, it was very clear that Zoink was going to beat Penumbral unbelievably fast, as he not only got 35 to 97%, but also 69% not once, but twice during the literal first stream. During his second Penumbral stream on April 23rd, Zoink managed to keep up this insane consistency by first getting 73% only 20 minutes into the stream, then 77% 15 minutes after that, then 92%, then 93%, before Zoink somehow already beat Penumbral during only his 4th stream, with the entire level literally only taking him around 7 hours of playtime. So when Penumbral eventually gets placed on the list, Zoink will have beaten 64 out of 6. There are so many hard levels that are being verified right now.
Do you speak English?
More or less.
There has been a lot of progress on This player recently beat Slaughterhouse, but the entire level was almost completely invincible. Throughout the years, we have seen players beat levels while they are fully invincible, most notably the player Braden Bowl, who not only beat invincible Black Blizzard, but also invincible Sunset Sandstorm. but when it comes to Slaughterhouse, that is on a whole other level of difficulty, currently being the 25th hardest level in the entire game. That was literally the hardest level only 4 years ago, but that was seemingly no problem for the player Edward UK, who first beat Slaughterhouse normally all the way back on October 15th, 2024, and then randomly started playing it on 0.03 opacity recently, and actually went on to beat it extremely quick. Even though it wasn't completely invincible, you can barely see anything, but Edward still managed to get 80% really fast, and then only 2 hours later, he actually
I need a bottle opener, but can I 3D print one before my brother gets one from the store? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1, go! I'm printing on Create.
This player recently verified a brand new 9 Circles level that could potentially be the new hardest 9 Circles level in the entire game. If you aren't familiar with the player Withy, he's one of the best players when it comes to 9 Circles. Still managed to get 80. Avoid saying the same levels. Being Conix recently verified his first ever Extreme Demon after almost a month of playing it, before Sunk then beat it in only 3 hours. If you haven't seen the level Glungus Adventures, it is actually a really cool level that not only has boss fights where you have to beat this cat called Glungus, but also a whole minigame section where you either have to score a goal, block a goal, shoot an arrow, play Tetris, pick the right cup, catch a fish, or click to the music, but the order of the minigames is random every time. Conix first started verifying Glungus Adventures on March 23rd, and eventually buffed the level so much that it now could potentially be on the demon list. During the verification, he even invited players like Strunk to try out the level, with Conix himself also fluking all the way to 95% from 64 on April 5th, but would then not get any further progress for 2 weeks before finally verifying Glungus Adventures on April 19th, taking around 20,000 attempts to do so, and then put up a $100 bounty to the first person not including Strunk to beat it. But even though he couldn't win, Strunk still beat it in only 3 hours. Conix recently verified his first ever Extreme Demon after almost a month of playing it, before Sunk then beat it in only 3 hours. If you haven't seen the level,
my friend recommended a new game.
After almost half a year since the last person beat it, this player just beat the current top 132 Zodiac, but it somehow only took him 6. The tidal wave situation keeps getting more confusing, as it now turns one of the greatest players of all time recently returned.
Look at this guy running with his phone in his hand. Look at this guy running with his phone in his pocket, flopping around. My shorts are only 10 bucks, and they have a liner with a phone pocket. No bounty.
It was just discovered that Tidal Wave was buffed after it was already. It might not be long until Unnerved Silent Clubstep finally gets verified, as this player has recently been unbelievably consistent on it. If you somehow still aren't familiar with the player No Name and what he has been doing for the past couple of months, he's getting close to making history by verifying the original unnerved version of the current top 12 Silent Clubstep that has remained.
I'm just taking pictures of the.
It has now been 7 days since Nepesta started his daily Heliopolis challenge, so here is a quick overview of how the challenge is going. Ever since Minecraft released the upcoming top 1 Heliopolis for everyone to play, there has obviously been a lot of hype surrounding it, and especially since there's a $10,000 bounty to the player who actually verifies it. Shortly after, the popular content creator Nepesta announced a Heliopolis challenge where 100 pro players have to improve their best by 1% every single day, and if they fail to do so, they will be eliminated from the challenge until there's only one player remaining. And since the challenge has now been going for a week, let's take a look at how the challenge is going so far. A day before the challenge was set to start, Nepesta increased it from 100 players to 260 players before the challenge then officially started on April 8th, with everyone getting 3 skips at the start, which gets reduced to 1 skip when the challenge reaches the UFO at 16%, and then no skips at all when there's only 5 players remaining, with there now being 181 players left after day 6, and Nepesta himself hoping to make it to the UFO at 16%. It has now been 7 days since Nepesta started his daily Heliopolis challenge, so here is a quick overview of how the challenge is going. Ever since Minecraft released the upcoming top 1 Heliopolis for everyone to play, there has obviously been a lot of hype surrounding it, and especially since there's a $10,000 bounty to the player who actually verifies it. Shortly after, the popular content creator Nepesta There has been so much crazy stuff happening recently, so here is a quick recap of some of the things that happened in the last week alone. First up, Garback got 47% on Heliopolis on April.
Who are you? Did I?
After 2 of the worst fails in Geometry Dash history, this player finally beat the unnerfed version after 465 days since it was verified. Someone finally beat the current top 7
Poison or elemental?
Quantus processing might finally the first. I am not joking when I say this, but this player recently got what.
Okay, this app actually surprised me. It's called Sakai. You don't just play games here, you create them.
Popov just started playing his new verification called Society, and it could potentially end up being the next hardest level in the entire game. When Popov came back from his break, he also announced that he would be verifying a level by the name of Society, which, if you don't know, is a level that was hosted by the creator Neo Moralibin and is heavily tied to his real life feelings while making the project, while also being the sequel to his previous level Escalator. The level used to be humanly impossible, but since a lot of people wanted it to be possible, a new top 5 version was showcased on February 10th, with top players like Tayago playtesting it and Popov set to verify it, which led to Popov recently starting his very first verification stream of Society. Popov started his first Society stream on April 8th, just like he had promised, and had seemingly already learned the majority of it, as Popov beat half the level by completing a run of 52 to 100, and then also went on to get a run of 34 to 67%, with Popov currently estimating to. This player just completed one of the biggest flukes of all time, and now has the second biggest fluke on any level that is currently on the demon list. Throughout the years, we have seen many incredible flukes. This player has been speedrunning multiple top 10 difficulty after being active in the community for over 12 years. Viprint just announced
Truth?
This player is getting close to beating the current top 1 Thinky Space 2, so it might not be long until someone else finally beats it. It has now been 317 days since starting RobTop just announced a contest for a brand new gauntlet, and it actually sounds very interesting.
What was the original Roblox death sound called? It's oof, right? Yeah! For every
What is the hardest brain rot level in Geometry Dash? Just like every type of level in Geometry Dash, there is also a list for levels that are considered brain rot. The levels on the list are all references to brain rot, like Phantom Rizzer and Just Fart in the Bag and Igyat Miriz. And if we simply go to the number 1 spot, we get the level Poo Fart Among Us V5.
This is the top 3 of the most brain rot GD YouTubers of all time. At top 3, we have a guy by the name of It's Brand GD. This might be some of the peak Geometry Dash content of all time. I mean, just look at him. That video had me gooning all over the place. Next, at top 2, we have Zedar GD. You might think he's the most brain rot GD Shorts YouTuber for making repetitive style content in his videos. And you're right. Finally, at top 1, we have me. This video is just a joke. Please don't kill me.
This guy somehow. Does
Introducing Thrive Nootropic Energy Pouches.
Designed for focus and engineered for performance with our cool.
Maybe butterflying is a form of alternating, bro. Does that make sense? Is that correct? Or are they different?
How good is the Cyber Admin Machine in Steal a Brain Rot? With the most recent update, Sammy added the brand new Cyber Admin Machine, which activates every hour and activates a luck multiplier, anywhere from 2 times luck all the way up to 15 times luck. It also activates an in-game event every hour, which includes almost every event besides OG.
I have ADHD and just maybe it's a thing.
Hello, I'm Ozempic. And
I don't know one superstar that
This free before I'm high and I'm getting high. Chains don't rattle no more. Good Lord, I'm feeling lighter.
It looked good, but before I bought it, I don't know, man.
Nós festa do fim de semana.
Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you and awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't need reminders of how. Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you and awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't need reminders of how. Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else?
swallowed shampoo. Here's playback. Swallowed shampoo, probably gonna die. It smelled like fruit. That was a lie. Called the number on the bottle. Spoke to a guy. He said vomit. I said why. He said poison. I said goodbye. I look at my finger. I look at my life. It wasn't that much. I'll probably be fine. I swallowed shampoo. I'm probably gonna die. It smelled like fruit. That was a lie. I swallowed. Here's playback. Go by. Just bang. Just bang.
So you found
Miska, Muska, Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse.
Doctor, I think I have a fear of long words.
Sounds like a classic case of hippopotamonstrossus squepideliophobia. Don't worry, it's highly treatable. Unlike pneumono-ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. Are you afraid of needles?
No.
That's great, because the medication is administered intravenously by a homeopathic phlebotomatologist.
Is that even a real word?
I have just the specialist for you. Her name is Dr. Anne.
Oh.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism. She lives over by Lake Chargagagagmanchagagagchabanagundabad. Yeah, that's right. Lake Chargagagug Man Chugagug Chow Banagungabug. Anyway, that'll be $10,000.
Doctor, I think I have a fear of long words.
Sounds like a classic case of hippopotamonstrosis squepidaliophobia.
I was gonna drive, but walking just makes more sense now.
Kim Jong-un is a master of goon. Me and P. Diddy had a sneaky link. He showed me his super big.
Here's 5.
Kim Jong-un is a master.
Here's 5 reasons why you should log. Here's 5 reasons why you should log into your old Clash account.
My armor.